There lived a young king who set out from his palace in search of a bride. As he rode through a small town one evening, 3 friends sat under a tree and watched him pass. The eldest, proud of her beauty, said, "Oh, the king is so handsome. If he marries me, I will always wear the finest attires so he admires me every day." The middle one, who loved to joke, said, "Me, I will walk around the village every day to pepper all of you." The youngest girl, blue eyes, calm smile, looked at the king once and said, "If he marries me, I will give him 2 daughters with hair of gold." A palace guard heard everything and told the king that evening. The king laughed at the first 2, then grew thoughtful at the last. He sent for the quiet girl. Her name was Aya. He met her, spoke softly with her, and married her soon after. The kingdom danced for 7 days. But she carried a secret in her heart, one she had never spoken aloud. She had not been like other women. She was born of the river, a spirit who once lived beneath the waters with her kind. Long ago, she had come ashore, choosing to live among humans. She loved their ways, their laughter, their cooking fires, and dances at moonlight. Time moved. Aya grew heavy with child. The king loved her and often placed his hand on her belly, whispering, "Come, my children." But not every smile in the village was a true smile. There also lived an old witch, famous for her silver teeth. She had a daughter she had been silently training to become queen. When the king chose Aya instead, bitterness grew in the witch's heart. One harvest season, the king traveled to a faraway kingdom for business transactions. On the 9th month, just before dawn, Queen Aya gave birth to 2 beautiful girls. The midwife gasped. The babies had hair that shone like new brass in sunlight, gold, exactly as their mother had spoken at the market. The cries of the twins filled the room like flutes. The palace women danced and praised. The witch did not dance. Her eyes burned cold. When no one was watching, the old witch slipped into the queen's room with a small calabash. She swapped the babies for 2 small goats and carried the real twins away, silent as the wind. Before anyone could raise an alarm, she buried the girls in the soft earth on both sides of the village river, one to the left, one to the right, and smoothed the soil with her palm. She wiped her hands and smiled. By afternoon, a messenger on horseback took a letter to the king. The letter said, "The queen has given birth to 2 goats." Furious, he sent back the messenger saying, "Let the queen and the goats be thrown into the great river." The order was carried out. Just as they were about to be thrown into the river, the queen cried out, "My children are alive. Only truth can judge me." Then she was pushed in.